I'm Shell, and this is Syd, and together we created This Month We.
Yep. This month we is a space where we get to experiment. To bring joy and curiosity into our lives through month-long things like meditate for a month, try pole dancing classes for a month, learn the saxophone for a month.
Ooh.
Just your average joy and curiosity experiments.
Just average, yeah. Those all sound wildly different, but exciting.
Yeah, that's the point. But I think also the point is that we're doing it together.
Yeah, there's a safety and community.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Safety in trying saxophone classes.
Or pole dancing classes.
But what was last month? So we've closed out another month.
Yeah.
We wrapped that experiment.
So last month we called it Daily Glows. Yeah. And what we did is we each created a deck for each other, where we assigned like a daily task, which was the glow. Yeah. And it was something small, and they ranged in what we were asking each other to do. Yep. And it was to evoke joy or curiosity in some form throughout that day.
Yeah, I felt like I got a lot more joy than curiosity.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe in the title, Daily Glows, like I did feel like I glowed.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I think so too. There was a few that I was like, oh, interesting. I didn't think I would like that. And I did. And so then it was like, I think I want to do more of that in my life. So there was a few like that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Wow. Well, then that, I guess, experiment worked. Can we just like jump to the punchline, I guess? I don't want to do
worked.
That.
We had a really great March.
Yeah.
And no, but don't you think it was a long month? I remember you reaching out to me and you're like, this is a long month.
Yes, it did feel long. I feel like when we started this month, we were saying missed days included.
Yep.
And I did skip a couple glows, even though it was like a daily glow situation.
Right.
And I found myself like thinking some days I wanted to do 7. Like I was just like in the mood. Give me another one. Hit me with another. And then some days, I could go without. Which then I would also say to myself, that's a little bit the point.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Push yourself a little.
I know.
Try something. So there was a push-pull throughout the month.
It was like this balance of allowing yourself the space to, I'm skipping a day. Because that was always the rules. We can skip a day. We are so busy, and some days you're absolutely tapped out. Yeah. But then keep in mind, like, you know what, push yourself to do it. I know it was a really hard balance. I think I'm admitting this on camera. I think I maybe got 20.
I would say
maybe a few less.
20 plus or minus how many?
Plus or minus a few. We're going with 20.
That's fine. That's fine. Luckily, you created a really great deck.
So
I felt like, thank you.
Yeah.
There was a nice range of, okay, this is going to take me a while versus, I'll just bust this one out.
Totally.
Which, even as I'm hearing myself talk, I'm recognizing like my to-do list tendencies. Yeah. And that's not where I want to live. That's not where I want to be. Yeah. And I felt that through the month too. Like, don't make this a to-do list. This is a joyful moment for yourself.
Right. I really appreciated the ones that caused me to slow down. And actually it was, and I think we'll get into some specifics of ones we liked, maybe disliked, but there was some that it was almost like it didn't become an additive pile on top, like something on top of the pile I already had to get through. Yeah. But it's like I don't know, subtracted the stress and noise. So there was some like that really got me, that I appreciated. Why don't we kind of talk about which ones we really liked? Let's start with that.
Okay. I really liked any that got me outside or got my body moving.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a symptom of March.
Yeah.
If you're coming out of winter.
Yeah.
Kind of feel a little stiff.
Yeah.
A little winter couch.
Yeah.
Stiff. Yeah. And it felt nice. I think there was one that was like, move your body until you feel the endorphins flowing.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember writing that one. Okay.
So I
you felt the endorphins flowing.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to look good. I was just, kind of whatever felt nice. And
cobwebs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that.
So I agree with you on the outside ones. We also had where we're at a really lovely March for the most part.
Yeah.
So anything that would like touching down with nature or being around nature, I think was that scenario I'm talking about where it almost took away stress from the to-do list.
I love that.
One that I really was like so unexpected was notice the color.
Oh, you like that one?
I really like that. And I was like, okay, we're getting green here. I'm going to do green. Okay. So then I started seeing green everywhere. I went on a walk and I was like, wow, it's just everything's alive. And then it like took me down this path of, you know what? I'm going to go get some flowers. Nice. I'm going to then, and I made a reel about it. I'm going to then make this bouquet.
Is that still over there?
That's still over there. Yeah,
beautiful.
Thank you. And like I put together this bouquet. I felt I was in touch with nature with my hands. I am not a creative, and it was so enjoyable to me.
Oh, I'm so glad. I remember writing that one thinking like, this is not something I usually do, and it's a little bit specific and kind of maybe odd, like color throughout your day. Because I'm sure as you're on your commute or on your walks, you're noticing pretty things, but like to zero in.
Oh yeah,
that was the point.
Yeah, and you really sort of, you forget to zero in, and you like forget to look sometimes. I think. Yeah. So that I love that one. Go ahead.
How about because I have one in mind, but I wanted to ask you: is there any that made you feel uncomfortable, even doing, and maybe even after, where it was just like that felt like a miss, or really?
Yeah. Oof. There was some that I had to involve other humans.
Okay.
And most of the time it became my partner as a default.
Sure.
And it was okay, but yes, it definitely pushed me outside my comfort zone. But then it made me reflect on, well, how is my relationship with this person? I'm thinking of the one that's like, ask someone about their childhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it was like, well, am I asking him enough questions about his life?
Yeah, you two have been together quite a while.
Yeah.
So I was a little shocked when you posted that. I was like, how ask him about his childhood? Surely you know everything.
Yeah, no. And it became such a great moment of like connectivity.
Yeah.
We just laid in bed and I was like, tell me about and he told me this really nice, lovely thing about his childhood. And we were coming up on the anniversary of his mom's death. And so it was a really nice like reflection period.
Yeah, that's nice.
So yeah, that one was, but I didn't feel weird afterward. Tell me about that. Like ones that pushed you outside your comfort zone and then you even went through it and still felt weird.
It was wear a bold lip color.
Oh my God. And I love a bold.
I know. You do. And you have other friends that do. And you ladies rock it. And I can't tell you how many lipsticks I own. It's like so many. I don't know. It's like what's that bird? Magpie.
Magpie.
Yeah. I'll see a really pretty one. I'm like, I want to be the person who does this. Yeah. And I put it on, and even my partner was like, oh,
interesting.
Yeah, which then made me feel self-conscious. Yeah. They told me I was beautiful.
Yeah.
But then that was just in my head. And I think it is from this place of when you look like you're trying, but you don't quite pull it off.
Okay.
And it's worse.
Okay.
And I felt like I was not pulling it off, but that I was trying.
Wow.
So then going out, it's like, oh, here's this person with this really bold lip.
Yeah.
it's not quite working. I don't, but that's so in my head.
And the interesting thing is you would never think that about your friends who are wearing a bold lip color.
I know.
You would be like, yes, queen,
like
get it.
What's
I
occasion?
love that.
No occasion at all. I love it.
Doing it.
I know. So some negative self-talk and
that's fascinating because I wrote that one and I was like, I think Syd's gonna. I want to see what happens with this one.
That was the most layered feeling day. Yeah. I think that one really.
Did you wear it all day?
I dipped in and out. I took it off, tried a different color, took that off.
Okay. Yeah. Was it a work day or was it a weekend?
A weekend.
Okay.
But we were out and about and trying things and Wow, I do. One thing I did love, giving my little big kiss on her cheek and then totally, I love that.
Totally. I know.
So that was the best part.
Love that.
Yeah.
So that's interesting about that uncomfort because it was it's a simple ask, right? Wear a bold lip color.
Yeah.
And then but then it found you unpacking a lot of things about stories you tell yourself, stories within your relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did not expect that from Daily Glows. Daily Glows felt like it was going to be just this little addition that's very maybe in my own sphere that doesn't involve other people. And is maybe really fluffy. But I feel like quite a few of them weren't fluffy. No, they did unpack some things.
Yeah.
Anything that you unpacked this month?
Oh, I'm trying to think. So I think there's this wrestling with, I've mentioned a couple times, creative stuff. There was several moments, you had me do origami. And I was cursing you the whole time. I was like, I hate this.
I love origami. I just wanted to partner in that. Can we make this a month-long thing? Learn origami?
No, we're not going to be doing that. I'm not.
I tried to plant that little seed.
I tried so hard, and I looked at the simplest videos, and I had my little 5-year-old who was like, come on, make me if we're making hopping frog.
That's not the simplest.
I
make a hopping frog. Okay,
but it looked easy, fold. And anyways, that one was really what it brought out was this. I was so frustrated, and I was so I couldn't just pause in the moment, and I think it was I'm not good at this. I don't want to learn. That one was really hard for me.
Yeah.
But then finger painting was totally enjoyable.
Nice.
So I think thinking more about. I think being creative is really important for everyone, no matter your skill set or talent. And it's just I think tapping into the ways in which you can just let that flow. Is important.
Yeah. I feel like I've always told myself the story that I'm not a creative person. I've said it out loud.
Yeah.
But this month, creating content, I feel like I had all these ideas, but I couldn't execute.
Okay.
And it made me really appreciate people who can put pen to paper and it turns into something or something like that.
Totally.
Where I have ideas and translating that is so hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. So
really hard.
If you're a creative person and can actually put it out there, I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's there's so many forms of creativity.
Fair.
Right? Yeah. I think putting together a reel or something, it's hard.
It is.
It's hard, and then
very humbling. This was
humbling. I know. You people get all these angles, and you're like, okay, I don't know how they're doing that.
No.
My brain can't even conceive how they're doing it, conceptualize it.
No.
But then I think all the deck thing. So what kind of creativity is that where we sat down and wrote all these different prompts for each other? I think that is a form of creativity.
Okay.
Don't you think?
I didn't think of that to start. maybe we are creative idea people.
Maybe so.
Maybe that's what it is. I do have like this itch that I want to scratch.
Yeah.
And a lot of things did, even though it kind of like didn't work out or what didn't look like how I thought it in my head. Yeah. But found a lot of enjoyment being creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It reminded me of one this month where I had to read a poem and then write a poem.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
And so I read The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, and then because I looked up what are the top like world-renowned considered top poems, and that one came up.
Yeah.
So I read that, and then I wrote like a 4-line poem.
A haiku? No, that's 3 lines.
I don't even know. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, I
do. Yeah. So here, let me open this. It's so silly.
Okay, while you open that up, I found something interesting about myself. I've been trying to just write in kind of flow state,
yeah,
but in cursive.
Yeah.
And it's really satisfying. And I feel like it is also a little bit creative. Maybe how I'm doing my cursive is the creative part.
Definitely.
But it feels nice.
Yeah.
It feels really nice.
Oh, cursive is a lost art.
Yeah,
really.
If anyone can like tell me how to do a cursive G, uppercase,
yeah,
I can like picture it. And that's another one of those like can't from my brain to the paper. I can't translate it.
It's got like 2 little ears.
I just remember like a big belly.
Yeah, and then a big belly.
Yeah.
But so I grew up with my aunt and mom having beautiful cursive, and just like watching them write all the time.
So satisfying.
It's just beautiful, their handwriting. Yeah. They even learned shorthand at one point.
Oh, really?
It's like, isn't that interesting? That was gone are those days.
Yeah, that's over.
We got AI transcripts. Yeah. Okay, so here's mine.
Lay it on me.
Oh God. Waddle toddle movement throughout the day, eating my way through hearth and home, eagerly awaiting baby boy to fill our hearts with so much joy.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, you have to give that to him when he's here. Yeah,
I do. Oh. Isn't that funny?
That is really sweet, Shell.
Yeah. That was my poem.
What were you feeling then? Like, is that just so top of mind that you wrote a poem about it, or?
I think so, yeah. And it was just like, it sort of took the visceral experience of just what my life is right now and shoved it into words. And it was so satisfying. Like, things like that are satisfying.
They are satisfying.
You don't want to do them. You don't want to do them. Yeah. And if you go through the discomfort, there's a lot that comes out after the discomfort. Don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
So when we started this, I think you said that there are a few that you just have continued to do, or maybe are now habits.
Yeah.
What were those?
So you had me do 10 deep breaths.
Oh, okay.
Loved.
Good.
And it was just grounding, and I'm like, okay, this needs to be a part of my daily life. So that one is probably top of mind for me. Okay. What about you?
I moving my body. Definitely. Yeah. Which I've always liked to
like you're super active. Yeah.
Yeah. But just the moving without a reason a little bit. That's felt nice.
And have you continued doing it?
Yeah, like every morning. And I have, a little, and so she's moving her body however feels good.
Oh yeah.
And so that was a nice reminder, like, like some Elaine movements might feel nice, just like whatever, a couple of these, swinging. It's not necessarily like getting on the dance floor to like look good. It's just what does your body tell you in that moment, and it's you're not thinking.
Yeah, right.
Which is really nice.
You release those endorphins and just when you had me do a damn TikTok.
I swear I was not trying to twerk. Now it's feeling like you're and then you had me and then you had me.
No, it was really great. It was really great.
It was great.
It was. And again, it's like that. Like, I didn't want to do it, and when I did it, then you get that endorphin rush.
You were giggling.
Yes, I was laughing my butt off. Yeah. And my husband was like, "Are you posting that?" I was like, "Yes, I am." And
go look it up if you haven't seen it. You're gonna make
go look up my TikTok where I learned my reel where I learned a TikTok. So, was there any that you just like? For me, the origami was like no. Was there any that you're just like no?
I don't know the next time I'll wear a bold lip.
Okay. Yeah.
Even though I have all of my lipsticks.
You did it. You have your little nest of lipstick.
I want them, but no, I think you pushed me enough.
Good.
And helped me settle into the month too. Felt like one thing I wasn't expecting, and this was not part of the experiment, but noticing people around me maybe doing things where before I would have been like, what are they doing? Or like, they're kind of being a lot, or, what is that? And now it's reframed. People are just trying to find joy. I think. Right. So that person at the concert who is dancing really crazy maybe would have annoyed me before. They're just doing their thing. Or at the park who is whatever. Everyone's just kind of, we're all just trying to live. We're all just trying to be the best we can and do what's best for us. And it kind of helped me step back and notice that more.
That's a huge takeaway. Yeah. Like internally, like internalizing that and noticing that about yourself, and then applying it to yourself and applying it to your outward. That's huge.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you, the Daily Glow experiments. Yeah. Yay, nay, what's your kind of final takeaway from it?
I absolutely loved it. I think you having something like this, I don't know that it needs to be done in a capsule of 30 days. Yeah. I think having something like you're having an off day and you want something to just change the way you're viewing the day, trying something new, interacting with somebody new, you pull a card and see what the day has in store.
I really like that. Yeah. Yep, I would agree. Like I said, there's some days I want to do a bunch. Yep. Some I wasn't ready. And so I will be opening up your deck again. And pulling things. Yeah. Kind of some round twos I think could be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So fun. Yeah. Well, I think that's a really good wrap on March. Oh wait, no, I want to end with a couple of thoughts. Okay. That I was looking up, and so this is Psychology Today. Okay. PhD Karen Hall says doing something new wakes up brainwaves. When you engage in something new, your brain releases dopamine and builds flexible thinking.
Flexible thinking. I like that. You did a reel on dopamine, like getting a dopamine hit. Yes. Which I'm glad that you did, and you said it out loud, because that's not something that we necessarily were going for. No. I mean, we've said joy. Yeah. That's a little bit different than dopamine, but I do like that.
You do. You get that. It's a natural mood booster. Yeah. And I think we forget and we get kind of stuck. And if we just, it's always hard to make the first move, or but if you just do it, there's so much beauty. So yeah, I think I just want to end on that. Just the science backs it up. Yeah. And I think we experienced that this month.
And that's this month
Exactly.
Going forward, our saxophone lessons coming up.
Yeah.